Greetings! Howdy, folks. It is I, the Solo Gamer, and I am returned with something new. Something new and glorious. This is Hyper Dragon Ball Z. This is a fan-made, 10-year-long passion project that recently entered what is considered to be its final form, and is considered by many to be one of the greatest examples of fan passion ever created. It is glorious. Now, normally, when it comes to Dragon Ball Z, I'd be talking about Sparking Zero,
Weird.
Now, I wanted to let it run a bit so you could see for yourself just how it looks, but as you can tell, it is a completely, fully 2D animated system. It has arcade, verse mode, team arcade, team versus, team co-op, survival, training, even a watch mode.
Punch it! Take off! Hold on, pop!
Now, just so you have a clear indication, the game itself is in no way directly affiliated to any of the actual, like, Dragon Ball Z developments. Like, none of it. It is entirely and completely self-contained.
No way, get lost.
It has an incredibly detailed... It has an incredibly detailed amount of characters in it. 3 per line, which means that is 9 each. That's 20. That is 18 total right there. Plus these 2, which is 20. Plus hidden characters, variants, and all this other madness. They even give Golden Frieza as his own character, separate from... They actually give him his own character separate from the rest of the group. Instead of being a different version of Frieza, he's now his own version. But anyway, let's get into the baseline, shall we? I've been practicing with Vegeta. We'll stick with Vegeta.
Round 1, fight!
But basically, each character is an archetype. This version of Vegeta is very much the sort of prideful Saiyan Prince Shotokan. And he's a zoner by nature. Almost all of his moves are about keeping their distance. Mr. Satan is a joke character. I'm not even sure if he qualifies as a lethal joke character. But he can still be an effective combatant if you want to learn how to use him. Now, every character has super moves. Level 1s, level 2s, level 3s. They all have them. All of them can charge. And they all have a series of basic moves and attacks like any other character. They're all baseline, they're all super, they're all definitely, super specific. And they all have very different fighting styles. Like I said, Vegeta's a zoner, very much about sticking to the edge, keeping his distance, and then finishing you off with a massive attack when the time is right. But he also has Rage Mode, which makes him incredibly angry and gives boosts to his attacks and allows him to do new moves. Now, notably, Rage Mode builds up that bar at the bottom. So, let's say you'll... Uh-oh. Let's say you're building up that bar at the bottom. Well, when it reaches a certain level, you can do a specific super attack that will allow you to finish off the move with a variety of different attacks. Level 1 does this. Pretty fireworks. But once you do that, you lose the rage bar. So you only get it for that one attack. And then once you finish that, you're back down to regular Vegeta. Now what's notable is that without the rage bar, you can still do that. And he actually does have a different variant where he charges up and barrages you with the attack.
And stay down.
But it doesn't have an ending. Also, yes, the game is loaded with references, jokes. The backgrounds are all, to an extent, animated. For example, the hyperbolic time chamber here will change its background. Snow, fire, the whole 9 yards. Gotenks' fighting style is exactly what it should be. The imagination of a child, the power of a Super Saiyan. And he will, if he does not do that move right, he will mess it up. But the key to most characters is getting their super mode activated and then powering it up to as much as you can. For example, Vegeta's Rage Mode is all about building up power for the big finale. Also, every character was voice acted, and they got some great voice actors, I gotta be honest. To be fair, you can tell they're aping I think they're aping some of the other dubs than Funimation, like the Big Green and the Ocean. But it's clear that they're trying to make sure they're not aping anyone else's particular style. But yeah, the personality is so on display with these characters. Okay. I'm trying to build up enough power so that I can... And the thing is, with each character, the rage mode behaves a little differently. For example, with Vegeta, his rage mode completely hovers around these attacks, those barrage beams. Everything else is sort of secondary. But now I'm at level 2. What can I do with level 2? I can blow you up. Right. And each character has unique ending scenes, has unique end quotes. They even have unique arcade endings. And at any time you can hit exit to just back out and switch to a different character and start over. Now the other character I've been practicing with a lot is Android 18. And the reason I've been using her a lot is because I love her fighting style.
Oh, took you long enough.
Round 1. Fight.
Now her entire thing is, she is a zoner similar to Vegeta. What makes her different is that a lot of her moveset is all about making you choose how you're going to advance. She has an entire set of moves designed to trip you up and force you to run away or charge at. Now, on the other hand, her big weakness is that a lot of her moveset is very situational. So certain characters like Goten tend to give her trouble. And her super mode is unique in that her super mode builds up constantly. But if you do an EX move or a super move, it'll either deplete or it'll end. Of course, she has the standard. She has the standard blasters, the cannons, all that stuff. But, and then she has moves like this. I can pull it off. And that's their interpretation of sadistic dance, by the way. But her entire game style is about switch-ups and traps, forcing the player to either charge at you to avoid your attacks, or retreat from you to get distance to block. She has charge moves. She has moves that allow her to grapple you. She's a very distinctly versatile character, but her strongest techniques are the blasts that allow her to change the whole direction of the fight on a whim.
We're putting you down in the entry.
But her ultimate changes depending upon how high her energy level is. And at max level, you get this cinematic beauty.
Getting hell, 17.
And they do what they did to Gohan.
It's already too late for you to run. Is your heart pounding?
Round 1.
Yeah, see, there's another great example of the references that they will make to the events in the game. There's her grapple, which is the throws. And you'll notice that each of those moves has differences. The standing is the slowest, but it doesn't move you. The retreat is faster, but it moves you backward. The rush is the fastest, but you charge at the enemy. So it's a sort of, pick your poison type of deal. every move you do in this mode gives you a level up, and then you simply have to choose what move you're going to do. But then when you're ready, you can try and launch the attack, but it can be interrupted. So you have to make sure that when you launch it, you're ready for it. And like all the other characters, she can power charge herself. But I think one of her greatest strengths is her charge bar is the fastest charge bar in the game because it charges on everything she does. So like no matter what move you pull off, she will always be ready to roll. Got it. Now this is the Infinity Engine.
Infinity. All right. This is it.
And it references 16, it references 17, it references the World Martial Arts Tournament, it references darn near everything. Like they went ham on this shit, man. And more power to them. It is. I kind of wish they had the license. I would absolutely pay them money for this. I wish I could donate. I never. But the thing is, this was a passion project. They never did this for the money. I also love her voice actress. Whoever they got, she is an absolute, just phenomenal 18. She does also kind of remind me of the voice actress from Team 4-Star. Maybe that's related, but I don't think it's her, because her voice is deeper than that actress's. Could be wrong. And this is the level 1 finisher, which is basically her just doing Krillin. But yeah, every character is unique. Every character has a very specific moveset or ability. And all of them are very specific. The sprite work is astonishing. The details in it are amazing. Like here's the Briefs compound with all the vehicles and capsule port stuff. One thing I should note is you can change those beam blasts into each other. So let's say you want to actually, you could go from that one to that one near instantly and it would work. Now it is notable you can do this super without the cold bar, and it's her over-the-back blaster that she does in Dbz Fighters. But yeah, every character fights a little differently. So far, the ones I've learned are Piccolo, Vegeta, and 18. And I'm trying to learn Krillin, but he is very weird. I'm not sure what to make of him. But yeah, this game plays exactly like a Dbz fighting game should. It runs smooth, it plays fantastic, it feels great, looks perfect, runs with modern systems, and supports most joysticks. Though I will note, some wireless joysticks do not work with this. I don't know why. It's something to do with the way Windows recognizes them. But some of the more advanced wireless joysticks, Windows thinks of it like it's part of a larger set rather than treating it like it's its own unit. So it misinterprets it as misinterprets it as if it's a multi-input device like a keyboard and mouse combo, instead of treating it as just a controller. Whereas other controllers, in particular, I'm using like a, God, I forget the name of the brand. It's got the horse logo on the front, the unicorn logo actually. But it works great, and any wired controller will work just fine. I recommend an Xbox 360 controller for this though, simply because that'll be the most comfortable. That didn't get off that time, did you, Jeets? Yeah, you can... She has a wide variety of moves.
Infinity.
She can do air blasters. She can do... Unfortunately, her ultimate can be blocked. So if you get caught with it, and they see it coming, you're pretty much going to lose all the bar you have. At which point, you might be better off just doing a regular super finisher. But if you're a fighting game fan, or a Dragonball Z fan, in any capacity, this game is an absolute must. It even includes a training option where you can pick a character and just test out their moveset to see how they play. For example, let's say you want to learn how Tenshinhan or Piccolo plays. You pick a character, then you pick an adversary, then you pick a stage. I always do random. And the game drops you into a training room.
Congratulations. Your name is Dirt.
Round one. Fight.
And then you can just test out the moveset. Unlimited power, unlimited energy, and then you can see how every character works. Like Piccolo, his whole deal is that they really lean into the Demon King thing with this version of him. You know, any move he has that has demon in the name, which is the demon slashes, the demon lasers, the demon blast, all of them raise his demon meter. And the demon meter is what allows him to get more powerful. So as you go through the game, you actually can see his, abilities one by one and figure them all out. Now, demon meter is permanent. Once you've raised it, it stays with him. So let's say you've got it to level 2. Well, now you can do this move. Hellzone Grenade. And the way it works is he launches them into the air and they float around, but then when you hit down, down, and both hard attack buttons, they detonate, and then you do a finisher. The higher the demon, the more powerful the finisher. Level 1 is the light grenade, level 1 is the ceiling magic, level 3 is the giant demon, and I'll show you that momentarily. Another notable thing is that Piccolo is actually a charge character. All of his moves, at least as far as I can tell, the vast majority of his moves are all charge-based, which makes him very good at just laying out, solid, quick strikes. But his combos are somewhat limited. That being said, with the right moveset, you can definitely make use of him. See? But let me just demonstrate the level 3 ultimate so you can see what I mean when I say each character has unique abilities and finishers. So, we're maxed out. We Hellzone Grenade it. Catch him with the Hellzone Grenade, which is one of the easiest supers to catch an enemy with. And then you giant demon him. You're screwed. 666. Mark of the Demon. And that's basically Piccolo in a nutshell. He's got some other moves. For example, a good example is he has this move. He has the Seeking Bullet, which actually chases your target, which can be very good for pinning down a quick-moving foe. He's got the Demon Legs, which is this combo right there, which does increase his demon meter for the record. Because it's a... Or does it? No, oh that's right, it's a super. Only works for the regular and special moves, not the super. That being said, when he's in demon mode, that move gets a bonus in damage, so... And if you do this move with only... with level 0 or level 1, it's just a basic boom. And you get with level 1, it's the light grenade. Of course, each of them has their taunts, but all of them are unique. All of them have unique skills and abilities. Some of them have different costumes. All of them have different abilities. Majin Buu can actually absorb his enemies, and depending upon who he absorbs, he gives him different powers and abilities. Frieza has 2 very different playstyles. Majin Vegeta has a very different playstyle. Jiren is a brute and a beast, but that's the game in a nutshell. It's a 2D fighter, but it's a phenomenally good 2D fighter, and I highly recommend it. Either way, I might be doing more of this down the road, but for now I'm gonna just leave it here. But if you're a fighting game fan or a Dragon Ball fan, both of these are absolute essentials. So I would highly recommend looking into that as a option. It's free, you don't have to pay for it, there's no cost. So if you wanted to get a hand on it, you can. It's literally just a downloadable program. And it natively does support all wired joysticks and most wireless, though, like I said, there's some wireless controllers it will not work with, and I do not know the reason for that. That's just something I've encountered. But if you really just need a controller, any hardwired controller does the job, okay? Anyway, I'm calling it here. This is the Solo Gamer. I'll see you for more action next time. I'll be doing Warhammer 40k Dawn of War again. Gonna show you the orcs next time. Catch you then. Bye.